What's going on, guys? Today we are predicting every team's NFL record for the 2023 through 2024 NFL season. So if you like this, you want to us, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment. And let's get to it. First off, we got the Saints. About 9 wins. I'm seeing them, to be honest. They are if the Falcons are as good as they did in this free agency, what they did, the Saints are gonna have some kind of struggle against them, but they're gonna win like a game. They're gonna win against Tampa, the Falcons, and the Falcons, Panthers, and the Bucks. They're gonna win a game for sure against all them teams, but I just don't know if they're gonna win like 2 games like usual. Next up, we got the Dolphins. If Tua does not have a concussion every week, I would actually, honest to God, put him at like 11 wins. But he's probably going to get hurt, so I'm thinking about 10 wins. Like I said before, Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, got the addition of Jalen Ramsey, Xavier Howard. But your problem is your quarterback. If your quarterback gets hurt, you're fucked because you have no one else. Skylar Thompson? No. Next up, we got the Ravens. Ooh. I'm going to assume if Lamar is healthy. If Lamar is healthy, 12 wins. If Lamar stays healthy, they might win the AFC North. But if there's most likely he might get hurt. And he did get down to that big ascension. And I got OBJ, but I don't know if OBJ is going to be that big spark that they need. Next up, we got the Bengals. Ooh, this is weird here. 5 or under. I'm kidding. I'm actually kidding. About 11 wins. Gonna lose. All their division is tough. Every team in their division is tough. That is why I have them at 11 wins, because they're gonna lose a division game that counts the most. It's just them. Next up, we got the Broncos. This team, realistically, with Sean Payton and everybody, should be basically a 13 or more win team, but I don't. I have them about 10 wins. Wait. Oh, okay, no. 10 wins here. Hold up, I messed up the tier list. I gotta literally add 11 because I messed up. Alright. So I have them at 10 wins because their entire division is tough too. You got the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Raiders. The Raiders are pretty garbage, so you're probably going to sweep the Raiders, but the Chiefs and the Chargers, they're going to be tough this year. It's just their division is whole tough, and I don't think they're going to win like 2 games they have in their division. It's like tough. Next up, we got the Giants. This is a weird one. They're definitely. Do I want to say 9 wins? Okay, they play Washington. Okay, I have them at 9 wins again. Did they win 9 last year? I don't remember. But their division, besides Washington, their entire team is playoff contenders. Dallas and Philly. Philly's just unstoppable. They're probably going to sweep New York and Dallas. If Dak plays great, they're probably going to sweep New York too. But I have them at 9 wins. It's just that they have what? Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley. They got a receiver in the draft, but their receiving core doesn't go like wow. I don't even know who they're tight. They got Darren Waller, so they're actually pretty solid. But I just have them 9 wins. Next up, we got Minnesota. Are they gonna win the division? 10 wins. I know they're not going to win the division because you're about to find out who's going to win the division, in my opinion. But Minnesota is that team that one game they're going to go lights out, but the next they're going to choke harder than like the Atlanta Falcons. They're weird. It was this season where they started off red hot. They started off red hot last season. Turns around, gets blown out by the Giants. It's just weird. Next up, we got L.A. The Rams. 8 wins. Matthew Stafford's getting older. He's kind of getting overrated now, especially from last season and what he did. Before he even got hurt, he was pretty terrible, honestly. Cooper Kupp and literally that's it. Besides Van Jefferson, Tyler Higbee. They got a good defense. They got a good offense. I don't think they're just going to put it together like they did in the Super Bowl. Next up, we got Tampa Bay, my team. Holy shit. Let's see here. I'm gonna go. This is not. I'm not gonna be biased or anything, but I'm gonna go 7 wins, strictly because we don't have a quarterback. I could tell you this all day. Saints, Panthers, Falcons. We can beat all them teams, but we don't have a quarterback, and also a head coach. Like, for example, Tom Brady last season had the most underrated, horrific season ever. Tampa had a horrific season last year. Tom Brady didn't really have a horrific season. You go from Bruce Arians making the wild card and almost beating the Rams to go to Todd Bowles and getting blown out by the Cowboys in the wild card. I'm going to say 7 wins here, but I'm not confident that they're going to actually get 7. I'm being a little biased. I'm sorry 7 because I think we're going to sweep the Saints. But it's just we don't have a quarterback. Kyle Trask is, honest to God, looking better than fucking Baker in OTAs. Next up, we got Detroit. 12 wins. They're unstoppable. Tell me, besides their defense is actually going to step up. But their offense is explosive as hell. Jared Goff got rid of DeAndre Swift, but I think they got Gibbs, I want to say, and David Montgomery. They got an explosive receiving core. Amon St. Brown. I think they have Josh Reynolds still. I don't know. Jameson Williams, of course, out for 6 weeks because of gambling. I just did 12 wins. Next up, we got Chicago. 7 wins too. They're going to be better than they were last year, but they're going to be better, but I don't think it's going to all click the first season. Next season, if you told me how many wins the Chicago Bears had, I'd probably say you about 10. But right now, I'm about 7. Next up, we got San Fran. I want to say 13 or more, but I don't know if they're going to do that. I'm going to go 11, strictly off if their quarterback room is healthy or not. Brock Purdy, Trey Lance, they're all hurt. Like, you have no one besides McCaffrey. You have Debo, Ayuk. That team should be good, but I don't know if they're going to put like 13 wins because of their quarterback situation. Next up, we got Philly. They're going 14 wins this season. That team is explosive. Jalen Hurts, DeAndre Swift, the new addition, Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, Dallas Goedert. That defense, Darius Slay, Hassan Reddick. Like, that team is so good, and they're so stupidly good. I don't get it. That team was dog shit about 3 years ago. Hires Nick Sirianni, turns around and does that, makes it to the Super Bowl. Like, how? Next up, we got the Raiders. 6 wins and a hot take. McDaniels gets fired by week 8. That team is not going anywhere, especially after what just happened with that contract. Jimmy G couldn't pass the physical, so that team's in a world of trouble. And there's rumors about Tom Brady coming out of retirement because he's actually part owner of the Raiders, and he's also gonna play, which I think that's bullshit, but whatever. Next up, we got the Packers. I put Minnesota right here at 10, so I'm gonna go about 8. That team's gonna be good, but I don't know how good that team is gonna be. Okay, because I don't know how good they can be without Aaron Rodgers. That's the thing. How good can the Packers be without Aaron Rodgers? They lost Aaron Rodgers, Allen Lazard, MVS like 2 years ago, Robert Tonyan. They lost everything. It's just been, but 8 wins is fine enough. We got Washington, 6 wins, because it's Washington. Next up, we got the Cardinals, the worst team I think is going to be in the NFL. They're going to have probably 4 wins because they have no Kyler, no D-Hop. I think Zach Ertz is hurt. Got rid of Byron Murphy. I think Boot Baker's still on that team. I don't know for certain. I think he is. He was talking about a trade, but I don't know. That team's going to be horrible. Next up, we got Pittsburgh. I'm going to give it exactly 9 wins because of Mike Tomlin. Because statistically proven, Every year he's been a coach for the Steelers, he has never had a losing season. He's like Bill Belichick, except Bill Belichick won more Super Bowls, but he has had a winning season every year he's been in the league. Next up, I got Buffalo 13. They're going to win that division. They're going to steamroll. I have them going to the Super Bowl, but I don't know. I have them going to the Super Bowl playing Philly, but who knows? Next up, I got Atlanta. I think they're going to win the division this year. I'm going to have them at 11 wins. They had the best free agency signing ever. Who did they get? They got Jesse Bates. They got Chris Winstrom, I think, or they re-signed him. They got a center, I think. Got a receiver. They got all kinds of stuff, and it's ridiculous how they do it when they had no money. It's just ridiculous. Next up, we got Seattle, 7 wins. They're not going to repeat. Geno's going to have an okay season, but he's not going to have the season he had last year. They're going to go 7-10. Next up, we got the Patriots. 7 wins, too. Mac Jones, if he actually does good, which he's an average quarterback, but he has to excel that in order for the Patriots to do good. It can't just be Bill Belichick. It just can't be a one-man show and it's Bill Belichick. It really can't be him. We got Cleveland. Statistically, realistically, on that roster, that team should probably have 13 or more wins, but honest to God, knowing them, they'll probably have 9. They're going to choke. I already know. They do it every year. They have one game every year where they lead, then they choke it. They're like the Atlanta Falcons, except the Atlanta Falcons choked harder in a more crucial situation. It just makes no sense. Deshaun Watson should do good, and if he actually goes back to Houston, Deshaun Watson, he'll actually do. Cleveland will do good if he actually goes to Houston, Deshaun Watson. Houston, Deshaun Watson with nobody. He had nobody on his receiving core, and he was, honest to God, 33 touchdowns and 7 picks on Houston? God. Next up, speaking of Houston, we got the Texans. They're not going to be the worst team. It's going to be the Cardinals, but I said don't want to say 5? Nah, 6. They're going to win. They're going to win that division game. They're going to beat the Titans. They're going to beat the Colts. I don't think they're going to sweep. I don't think they're even going to beat the Jags, but they might. They might pull an upset. That team is just too young. They need a form for D'Amico Ryan. He's actually pretty good. He was a DC for San Fran, so that team is on the right path of great success. Next up is Kansas City. Oh shit! Do I have them at the best? Oh no! I had them at 12. Because if the Broncos, what they have on paper with Sean Payton, they should beat the Chiefs. They should. The Raiders realistically could, but they just choke every time. And who else is in that division? The Chargers should beat the Chiefs, and the Broncos should beat the Chiefs for them to have 12 wins. Next up, we got Dallas. Let me see. They play 16 games. No, 17 games. Will they win over 13 games? Let's see here. They'll probably sweep Washington. They'll probably may sweep New York. I'm going to say 12 wins because New York can realistically beat them, and Philly, of course, can beat them, but they're going to sweep Washington for sure. But I have them at 12 wins. I was debating for 13. I don't know if they can sweep New York. That's why. If they sweep New York, they're at 13 wins for sure. But if they don't, they're at 12. Next up, we got the Chargers. 10 wins. That team, in crucial situations, is the worst team ever. And Brandon Staley's dragging them down. But I would not blame anybody over there until they get a new head coach and the same stuff happens. I will not blame anybody over there. Herbert's playing out of his mind, but Staley's an idiot, so I don't know. Next up, we got the Jets. 9 wins. They're going to have 9 wins because that's not going to click first season. It's not going to click for sure, but Rodgers got hurt too in practice. I don't know. But they're going to have 9 wins. That team should be good this year. Panthers! Oh, shit. I got to think hard in here. They won't sweep the They won't sweep the Saints. They won't sweep the Falcons. They won't sweep Tampa. Honest to God, I'm going to have 8 wins here, but they're not gonna sweep any team in their division. They're not going to sweep Tampa. No Falcons. No Saints. They're going to win a game probably out of all of them. They're just not going to sweep them. Bryce Young, Chuba Hubbard, Miles Sanders, Adam Thielen, Terrence Marshall, and whoever their tight end, Ian Thomas, Tommy Tremble, I don't know. Their defense has actually been solid. It's just their offense has been terrible, and their offense looks good, and they got Frank Wright, so that team should explode this year. Next up, we got Tennessee. 5 wins, because nobody else on that team is good besides King Henry. That's it. Next up, we got Indy. 5 wins. I don't think anything's going to click there with Anthony Richardson for the first year. He might turn out to be good the first year, but I just don't see it. And the final team, coincidentally, is Jacksonville, and I have them going 11 wins and making a Super. I'm just playing. They're going to have 11 wins there. They're going to be explosive as shit. And they're like Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, Calvin Ridley returning, Christian Kirk. They don't have Marvin Jones anymore. But they have another receiver, I forgot. They have a tight end who's actually good catching. They have a good defense. Trayvon Walker, Forse Lucan. Like, that team should be good this year. And that's it for my Madden 20. That is it for my NFL predictions for every NFL team. So if you like this, hit the like button, subscribe, and enjoy. Peace out.